Hello, my name is galenholley. I'm a writer. I live in Pontotoc, Mississippi. That's up in the northeast part of Mississippi, not too far from Elvis Presley's hometown of Tupelo, Mississippi, about 10 miles from here. I have a English degree from Ole Miss, the University of Mississippi, and I studied Roman Catholic systematic theology and philosophy in graduate school. So I've got a couple of degrees that don't pay an awful lot in today's economy, an English degree and a philosophy theology degree, but I'm a pretty good writer, and I got a pretty broad liberal arts education, humanities education, and I'm trying to find some work, maybe some online work, whether it's writing for a publication or whatever it might be, tutoring online. But I want to read one of my past articles that ran just about 2 years ago. And this was in the Pontotoc Progress newspaper, and it deals with our state song here in Mississippi. It's called One Mississippi, and it's written by a pretty famous musician, at least here in Mississippi. He's pretty well known throughout the country. His name is Steve Azar. And so this song, he wrote this song at the behest of the governor, and this is the new state song in Mississippi. And I wrote one of the first articles about it. So here's my article from 2 years ago. It's just a writing sample, if anybody cares to hear it. Okay. It's a catchy tune, opening with a flourish of Sunday morning pipe organ, and when children sing, it becomes absolutely beautiful. One Mississippi, there's a magnolia tree. Two Mississippi, where a mockingbird sings out on a limb, whistling his sweet, soulful hymn. Those are the words of one of Mississippi's great singer-songwriters, Steve Azar. Not only has One Mississippi become the official state song, but the lyrics are now inscribed in a children's book. The musician, along with the book's illustrator, are visiting schools throughout the state, promoting Mississippi culture. Nothing I'll ever do musically will compare to it, said Azar, speaking from his home in Greenville. The song One Mississippi is featured on Azar's album, My Mississippi Reunion. It was awarded Best Contemporary Album by the Mississippi Institute of Arts and Letters, and the song was a labor of love for Azar. This state has given me plenty of inspiration with all the wonderful backdrops, the landscape, the river, terrific folks, Azar said. I'll never be able to give back enough. Azar is touring for the next several months, and he visits schools when he can. His creative partner in the endeavor, Oxford's Sarah Frances Hardy, Oxford, Mississippi, will make a presentation to Pontotoc school children on May 21st. Azar is making a special visit to Pontotoc, a special video for Pontotoc, and thanks to a grant from Toyota, each child will receive a copy of the book. Hardy's visit is part of an extended project sponsored by the Pontotoc Historical Society. It coincides with a traveling exhibit by the Smithsonian Institute. Now keep in mind, this is in the past tense because it was published 2 years ago. It's been an important project to me, researching and promoting great things about our state, and I've learned a lot myself, said Hardy, who illustrated the book. To be able to bring it to kids, including the new state song and the flag and all of it, has been really rewarding. Hardy is an Ole Miss educated lawyer who also studied art in Paris and New York. She planted Easter eggs in the pictures, including cars from Toyota and Nissan. The cars are models made at plants in Blue Springs and Canton, Mississippi. Hardy decided to put no adults in the book. On one page, she has the kids in One Mississippi reading in a library with pictures of famous authors framed in the background. She has a little room to wiggle, and Hardy displays genius creativity. One of the children is poised as mythical blues legend Robert Johnson. The little character is situated in that famous cross-legged pose, mysterious, fedora, tilted. Another kid is Elvis. One of the little girls is Tammy Wynette. The video for One Mississippi is a tearjerker. School children throughout the state have been taught the song, and they're ready when Azar visits. "They're better than me," Azar said, laughing. "I stumble sometimes, and they collectively gasp, and I can hear them sigh, 'Oh.'" In the video, easily available on YouTube, Azar plays his guitar as a chorus of kids join in. Their collaboration is angelic. "It's so gratifying to see that kids know the song, and I'm overwhelmed at every visit," said Azar. Hardy sometimes makes school visits also, and when she plays the video, the kids are just as eager to chime in. "I can't imagine that anybody has a state song as cool as ours," said Hardy. Superintendent of Pontotoc City Schools Phil Webb said he was ecstatic about Hardy's upcoming visit and the tremendous cultural experience it will give PCSD children. "We're incredibly excited about the project, and we're especially looking forward to Sarah Hardy's visit," said Webb. "We're grateful to Bob McGee and the Pontotoc Historical Society for doing the legwork on this." The children's book, One Mississippi, is as evocative and colorful as Azar's lyrics. Hardy's illustrations are deep in color, awash in vibrant hues. As the reader turns the page, they see the 7 precious kids, all of whom Hardy created out of her imagination. She took a long time conceptualizing who they were. Each kid was crafted with intention. "They walk through the lyrics of Steve's songs," said Hardy. "They tell the story. The book is somewhat like Charles Schultz's iconic comic strip Peanuts. The kids are there without the adults. That's a significant point," Hardy said. "The most important thing is for a child to see themselves in the story," said Hardy. "I had a lot of fun developing the characters. Those characters include a young African-American girl dressed in tie-dye and peace symbols, suggestive of the 1960s, a sprightly little redhead preening along, proud as a peacock, and a feisty boy sporting a mohawk. The book, One Mississippi, is a beautifully local endeavor. It's published by Neil White's Nautilus Publishing Company in Oxford, Mississippi. White went to Ole Miss, and after the success of his novel, In the Sanctuary of Outcast, he has earned a reputation for publishing remarkable local literary talent. We facilitated a number of children's books in consultation, but this is the first children's book that Nautilus Publishing has taken on for publication, said White. There are a couple of reasons for that. Steve Azar is a musical star in his own right, and he wrote this fabulous song. Sarah Frances Hardy has been a friend of mine for years, said White, and is one of the best illustrators in the South. I knew that working with these two would produce a fabulous book. I also saw that working together, those two made the best team presentation I've ever seen. Steve sings, and all the kids sing along. There's nothing better than seeing those kids sing, said White. Sarah Frances has a supplement guide to the project, and she takes the audience through the process with a laser pointer, demonstrating every decision she made about illustrating the book. It's captivating, White said. The One Mississippi project is specially connected to Pontotoc. Azar is old friends and keeps in contact with our local musical legend, Terry Harmonica Bean. The two played youth baseball together around the same time. Azar is younger and never actually saw Bean play, but he remembered the incredible legend that the Pontotoc native carried. Azar was a catcher for a baseball team in Greenville. Bean was a singular talent that pro scouts were watching. Bean, was somebody that everybody knew, said Azar. I knew his name, and his ability to translate his athletic mastery into music was incredible. Azar and Bean have often worked together musically, including playing events together. The genesis of the song and subsequently the children's book, One Mississippi, came about at the request of Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant. He called me into his office and said, "You're the guy," said Azar. The one caveat he gave me was that it would be a song that school children could sing along to. "I love a task like that, and I was honored to have it from the governor," said Azar. Speaker of the House Philip Gunn and Representative Becky Curry, 92nd District and Chairperson of Tourism, were instrumental in passing the legislation for the song, Steve Azar added. Azar, speaking on Friday, ended his conversation with this paper by quoting lyrics from his hit song. "Thanks for the talk," Azar said. "Now that we got that done, I don't have to be me till Monday." He paused. "I always wanted to say that."